What type of QB does Ty need to be? And I'm going to give you all 5 different options. So first, you got to answer what type of quarterback he needs to be. And the B part of the question is, what type of quarterback does he not need to be in order for Alabama to be successful? So you got gunslinger, pocket passer, dual threat, as Lushan mentioned, game manager, or field general. I think Ty needs to be a field general, okay? I think he needs to not just manage the game, but take control of the game, know when to be dominant, know when to get us in the right play, talk to Grubb, hey, Grubb, they're doing this, find different mismatches. What he doesn't need to be, I don't want him just to be a game manager. With Ryan Grubb, DeBoer, all these weapons, I don't want us to be kind of limited, but I want us to maximize each one of our weapons that we have in the receiver room, running back room, tight end room, all of that. And I feel like if he's more of a field general instead of a game manager, I think Alabama will be successful. Ty, what does he need to be and what does he not need to be?
So I agree with you in the first half, right? I think field general is what you're hoping for. But for me, what he doesn't need to be, I'd much rather him be a game manager than a gunslinger. And I'm going to tell you why.
Yeah, I like that.
Because when I go back and you watch Ty out of high school, he was really talented. But there was some stuff that you were like, hey, this has got to get cleaned up. It just does. Bailing out of a clean pocket, right? Looking panicked. And don't get me wrong, his offensive line was terrible, right? It almost reminded me of JT Daniels whenever he was at USC after his freshman year. Y'all remember how that kid right there was so good as a freshman, and then as a sophomore, and even as the freshman year continued, his offensive line was so bad that he started getting uneasy, right? Through no fault of his own, Ty Simpson carried his high school team. And I don't say that lightly. He carried them. No disrespect to anybody that played on that team, but he did, right? If y'all go back and watch the high school games, sometimes he's saying hut, and before the ball's even in his hands, he's got pass rushers bearing down on him. That can create tendencies out of necessity. He doesn't need to have those tendencies anymore, though. That's the beautiful thing. And that's why I have so much respect for Ty, because he's been like, no, I'm going to sit down and learn from these guys how to be a quarterback, how I can succeed. He's got all the tools. He's got a good arm, can make all the throws. Like, there's not a throw on the field he can't make. I don't think he's got the cannon Milroe does, where Milroe sometimes will just do this, and that ball is 60 yards in the air, and you're like, what in the world just happened? But you don't need to have that cannon. He can make every throw required. He can throw on the run. He's much more athletic than people give him credit for. I think when you look at high school, a lot of the times whenever they got in trouble is when he tried to play hero ball. And that's why I'm saying what he needs to be is a game manager or a field general. What he doesn't need to be is a gunslinger. I don't want him trying to force a play. I want him trying to allow plays to develop. And if he can do that, he is going to shock college football because he has all the tools you could want. And I just have such a tremendous amount of respect for this guy, the way he's stayed, the way he's worked. Got all the tools you could want.
Chris, you had your hands up. The people want to hear your take on what Ty needs to be and not be.
He needs to be a field general. Take charge of this team. He's in year 4. He's not a puppy. He's not a baby. He's a fourth-year quarterback. He needs to play like it. All right, what he doesn't need to be is a pocket passer. And what I mean by that is getting happy, just standing there, taking unnecessary sacks, waiting too long. Because Ty has legs, man. He can scoop. He needs to be a field general and take what the defense gives him, but also be a playmaker because his skill set is too good to just simply be a pocket passer. He's not Tom Brady. He's not Ben Roethlisberger. He has good enough wheels that he can make things happen with his legs too, with his feet. Like 3rd and 9, the defense opens up like the Red Sea. I don't want you sitting back there just passing the ball around. Use those legs and go pick up that first down. Keep the chains moving. That's what he needs to be, a field general and not a pocket passer.
We are cooking. Chris bringing the heat.